Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Late night money. What do you say, everybody? Good evening. Look headlines: NFL Week 14. We're about a minute away from halftime here, I guess. I don't know. I got it rolling next to me. Although I wasn't watching, I was loading up the lines and getting some bowl games. See what the early numbers are on the bowl games. Let's see what's happening here. Minute 50 left. Can I get the under in this game here or what? I got the under tonight. I am. Who do I have today? We had the Broncos and the Lions. I didn't really like a lot this week. Anyway, look at Lions. Like, subscribe, ring the bell here. We're all over the place. Bookie Blasters, Picks and Parlays, YouTube, Max Wagers. But again, if you want to see 7 days a week with me, Midday Money Show, 12 noon Eastern, come to Winning Free Big Channel because that's where I'll be all the time. I know sometimes I throw it on the weekends on PMP, the other networks here in the family, but you can find me Winning Free Picks every day, 7 days a week. Put a little subscribe. Come on over. Watch the show. Let's get we got some comments already. How are we doing here? Daily Best Bets, T-Money, you're a good guy. I appreciate it. I think I'm a decent guy. I'm all right. I'm here. We win, we lose. I come in. Yeah, we do. You're going to get it with me here. T-Money, just trying to help. Trying to help out the world. Lane, what do you say here? Here for the line. Let's go. Replace a bet or two for next week. Yeah, I got I bet quite a few games already for next week, believe it or not. I jumped in on a lot. I was out today with my daughter. We're doing some Christmas shopping. And didn't stop me, though. Like this past week, a couple games. Next week, I'm loaded up on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games for next weekend already. So we'll see how we do here. Shannon's in the house. Good evening. Yes. We disagree about TCU. Here's my TCU rant, and I said it before. Alabama is 4th place in the SEC. That's that. They're 4th place in the SEC. They can't get in. How are you leapfrogging the other 2 teams ahead of you that didn't get in the tournament, who both beat you in the tournament, the playoffs? The 2 of the 3 teams ahead of you beat you, and the other team won the championship for your conference. You didn't even make the game. Come on. Now, you can get them. You hate TCU? Michigan's out there right now. 8, 9, 9.5, 10. Think you're getting knocked out? There you go. King D's in the house. Colts, listen, I don't care. I got Colts and 10.5. We threw it out in the video today in Midday Money. I just want the under here. I don't like all these points being scored here. What the hell's going on? Terrible. Way too many points. I thought this final would be 24-14. Not basically halftime. Got the Colts 11 and under. Colts looking good. Under not so much. Yeah, what the hell's that about? Terrible. Money line for $4. Who did money line $4 for? The Colts? Little $4 money line Colts? I think it's worth a shot. Well, let's get to it here. Thursday night, Raiders and the Rams. On a Thursday morning, this was a 5 was out there. There was actually a 6. 5.5s earlier today at around 7:30. And when I came in a little later and loaded them up off the live site, it was a 5.5 and a 43. So down from 5.5 and a 43.5. And Rams backup short week. Raiders playing with a life. Am I playing this game? I don't know. I don't think so. Now we said this last week about Bills and the Patriots, right? At 5.5, we're liking the Patriots at that spot. At 3, not so much. This game here, do you really want to lay 5 with the Raiders? I don't know if I want to lay 5 with the Raiders. Vikings and Lions. Game I already bet here. This was a 3, and it was a 1.5. I don't know. It was a 3 at 7:30. I put it out on the sites, and a half hour ago is a 1.5. Like the Lions. Jets. Jets. Now, didn't get there this week, and this was a spot I think everybody was going to bet on the Jets against Minnesota, right? Who's Minnesota beat? Fugazi, 9-2, now a 10-2 team. Basically, a pick 'em on the road now against the Lions, who are left for dead. Now here come the Jets, 9.5 against the Bills, off of that Minnesota game, and I'll take the points with the Jets here. As I flip over to watch Dallas real fast, airing it up. Incomplete. Just get to halftime here. 27 points. Holy cow. Give me the Jets at the 9.5. Jets play a little defense. I'm still not sold on the offense. Do I think they score 20 here to get this over to 44? I don't know. I was initially leaning towards the under in this game, but I think I'm just going to take the Jets and the points. Bills, to me, still not 100% all over the place. Still looking a little, I'll say they're suspect. But I'll take a 9.5 here. Ravens. Pick up my Steelers. This was another one. This line was a 4. I'm like, okay, I had Denver today. We had Denver on the sites. Talked about this all week. I said last week on the show, Denver at 9. I'll take Denver in points. What are Ravens doing? I got the Steelers at 4. Lamar's hurt. Goes down to a pick 'em. Now, do I like the Steelers at a pick 'em? I don't know if I like them at a pick 'em. I like them at some plus points at home. Tomlin as a dog is always a nice, solid kind of play here at home. Gun to my head in the chat. Steelers win this one. I think they can win this one. I think the Ravens. Let me pull up the Ravens here. Season wise, maybe they feel it slipping away a little bit for them here. Playoffs and everything, right? You're in off a game you scored late to win, pulled it out of your butt, right? 25 seconds left or whatever the heck you did to pull out a win over Denver. I don't know. To me, this, and somehow I look at them as much as the Vikings get some hate, how is this team 8-4? Right? Look at this 8-4 record on this squad. And I was the one saying, Lamar, you had the crazy loss versus Miami. The Buffalo game, you blew that at the end. Really undefeated going into that Giant game, right? You lose there. Win. You lose the game to the Jaguars last week. You should have won. And this team, to me, still does not feel like a good team. I don't. You know what? Pick 'em Steelers. I don't mind. Here we go to 6.5. Right? Just win by a touchdown. Easy peasy. This Eagles game was a 6.5 against Tennessee. Bet all the way down. And what do we say today in the show? Midday money. I was like, I don't know. 6.5. Kind of like Tennessee. Kind of like the Buffalo. Down to 4. I don't know if I want to get involved in that. 35-10 blowout. Giants just tied Washington. Eagles look good at 11-1. And them, and who knows? Dallas looks like they might be tripping up tonight. Niners quarterback out. This could be the Super Bowl representative right here. Take care of business. I'm going to say, I hate saying late with the Eagles because both of these teams I despise, but Giants real conservative. Playing for a tie. What's that about? What is that about? Let's jump back to the comments real fast. King D hit the Colts for the plus $4 money line. I like it. TCU got in, but they wouldn't beat Bama. They wouldn't beat USC. That does not make a difference, though. Here's the thing. I know they're not better than who. Now Tennessee healthy. Come on, we saw them get trucked by South Carolina. Right? I mean, Georgia. And I don't know if I could say Alabama's that great. We could say, oh, no, well, Alabama would be a 14-point fave. Well, they were a 13-point fave against LSU, who lost outright. All right? I mean, they should have lost to Texas with a backup quarterback, a team that TCU beat. We've seen Bama struggle a bit on the road versus passing teams. All right. My thing was you put TCU at 3. Where are you moving them to? They lost in overtime to a team they beat already this year in their conference championship game. When you left them out in 2014, it was because they didn't play a conference championship game. That's why we leapfrogged you. So to come here and say that Ohio State and Alabama should have leapfrogged over TCU and dropped TCU 2 spots? No. Ohio State had a loss, and at least they kept TCU in a 4 or in the 3 spot, right? Rather, man, if they would have obviously TCU's the weak squad here, and you could say as a Georgia fan, I'm just checking out the game here, see what's happening. As a Georgia fan, you're gonna be like, "You gotta be kidding me? We got to pay Ohio State, not TCU." Well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles there. But I'm glad they left them at 3, because how do you move Ohio State up to 3? A team they just to face a team they just got trucked at home by 20 by as a 10-point fave. So, can we get to the half of this game here? What is going on here? Unbelievable. Anyway, Rams will go to 6 probably. I just can't. I mean, I can't bet the Raiders. Dak will find a way to give this game to us. Well, he's already thrown a pick here. I think Dallas is definitely not. This is a go through the motion kind of game. I wasn't expecting 27 points in the first half. I was expecting 37 points for the game. Vikings 3 and under should be fine. That line's offense with terrible D is always a play. Well, the line isn't 3 now. Now it's 1.5. Team money. And that concerned me as a Viking guy. You gotta be kidding me. Like that, yeah, it looks real easy when you're, what are they? 9-2? What is the Minnesota record now? Interception. Just lay down. No. What's happening here? Holy, are you taking it to the house? What's happening here? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh yeah. Oh, who are we talking about? These Minnesota Vikings. These crazy Vikings from the north. 10-2, 0 respect for them. A 1-point road fave. How about Overline's Vikings? That I could go over line. You want to go over that 50-ish? Okay. I'll say okay to that, Shannon. I did not watch the game, so I do not know. Huntley's pretty good for Ravens. I might take Ravens money line. He's seen action. He's a serviceable backup. Steelers +4 last Thursday. Yeah, I mean the Ravens. And I had Jacksonville. Should I pull that a miracle cover last week against the Ravens? Probably not. That's a lucky one, but hey, I'm NFL 2-0 today. It's been a good NFL season. I'm getting a little lucky, but sometimes you got to be a little lucky and good when you're going to have a 65% NFL season. But I would have took him +4. I got him at +4. I just don't. The Ravens to me is, and I can't believe they had 8 wins. You look at them like, man, they could have more than 8 wins if they didn't blow it. They could really be undefeated when you think about it. I mean, the Miami game, the Buffalo game. All right, you say lost to the Giants. I get it. It's a bad spot for them. Took it lightly. The Jacksonville game. Markel's in the house. I'll wait for Giants money line and hammer Philly. Giants money line. You're going to take Philly on a money line? Oh, wait for Giant money to come in. Yeah. Well, good luck. I mean, there'll be a lot of Giant money. Giants watching both looked relieved to tie. Yeah, I mean, Gabe, how have you been, my friend? Will Giants win another game? Well, Giants have Philly, and then they have Washington in Washington, and Washington has a bye week this week. Dude, what is that? It's crazy. No line looks iffy. I agree, Lane. I kind of like Philly here. Team money, I agree. Won't put Batman in just off that LSU loss and over TCU, but Ohio State, Michigan would crush Case. Well, K-State. Listen, I know people want more teams in the playoffs. and that's fine. If they want to say it's just about the best teams being in, but you've made that precedent. It's not about the best teams being in. It's teams you want to put in that you perceive to be good. So when this is 12 teams, I said this. When this is 12 teams and 8 SEC teams get in, and 9 team is 9-3, but they lost to Georgia and Alabama, people will be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, okay, they got these losses, but look who they played. You got to put them in. Stop with that crap. Win your games. We don't need more playoff teams. And then you want a million bowl games. I mean, come on. People used to complain about the bowl games. Now you're going to have who's trying to play in the bowl games? I say lost one game. Their schedule was brutal. How is their schedule brutal? Who'd you play? You played Notre Dame, who I thought was a crap team most of the season, and I thought Ohio State would have ran them out of the building opening day. I thought Ohio State would sleepwalk to 40-something points and be a nice winner. But no, they didn't. Where's this brutal schedule? Arkansas State, Toledo? That's brutal. 77 points against Toledo. What is Dak doing here? With 20 seconds, we're running the ball? Oh, we got timeouts. Oh, my goodness here. Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin's a good team. They fired their head coach. Rutgers? Michigan State had a crap year. Iowa? Who's their tough schedule? Who's their brutal schedule? Penn State at Penn State? That's the good team? I'll tell you the good team they played, Michigan. And they lost by 22 at home as a 9-point fave. How's that schedule better than the TCU schedule? Oh, what? That you beat your teams? TCU went undefeated in the regular season and played in a championship game. Come on with this Ohio State schedule. Same when we talk about, look at who the SEC plays. We got to bring up the SEC records here. I mean, come on. This is the under not looking good is what it's doing. Touchdown. Are you kidding me? Let's look at this. Let's look at this awesome SEC team. A&M goes 5-7. Auburn 5-7. Arkansas 6-6. Mississippi State 8-4. South Carolina 8-4. Kentucky 7-5. Florida, Mizzou 6-6. Vandy 5-7. How these teams are good because why? Because people say the SEC is good? No. Matt Ryan still stinks. I don't know. He's in this game and my under looks dead. 10-2. Pick for Matt Ryan. Purdue, Michigan, Penn State. You think Purdue's who's you think Penn State and Purdue's good? Come on. It's terrible. Brutal. Their schedule's a joke. They played I don't even want to say if you think Notre Dame's a good team start the year because Ohio State looked like crap in that game, and Notre Dame lost to Marshall, I think, the next week. So, yeah, where's this brutal schedule? Iowa can't score. Penn State isn't bad. TCU ball down, got lucky. Here's the thing about TCU, and I've said it before: you win. I don't care how you win. You win. Sometimes you gotta be better lucky than good. And come on, they couldn't get in from the 1-yard line. Terrible. 12-team playoff. Stop with that crap. It's not. It's not. Because now we're going to have 9 SEC teams, 3 Big Ten teams, and 1 random team in there. Actually, no, we won't have random because there'll be Notre Dame. They'll have to get Notre Dame in there. And Ryan looking good. Let's do cupcake schedule. Terrible. Yeah. Well, the Illinois game at least was before the Ohio State game. So I'll give both of them a break in that game beforehand. But yes, who do they play? I don't want to hear about it. Well, 2 TCU play. Who did these guys play? They played each other. One team won by 20. I'm not sure about that one. A loss to Marshall. Notre Dame losing at home to Marshall's not bad. If you say so. All right, let's get back to this. Browns and the Bengals, a 4.5. This was a 3.5. It moved to 4.5. Obviously, Bengals big win. Everybody jumps on them. They're the best team ever. They beat Kansas City 3 straight games. I like the Texans today. I mean, Watson hadn't played in 2 years. In this spot, I might take the 4.5. Believe it or not, I might definitely an overplay for sure. Definitely an over. Um, I think the Browns could score. I think they'll probably give up some points though too. This is a kind of a flat spot for Cincy. 21-13 at the half. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Jags and Titans. It's got to be a Titan play for me. Forget about the 3.5. I'm not a Jaguar kind of guy. I know as a dog, I know they're kind of feisty. I'm going to say Tennessee here. You know what I say about the 3.5 and 7.5? So got to look at the faves. I know you want to. I know everybody wants that extra half. Look at this. Look at this mess. Are you kidding me? Do I want to lay 15.5 with Dallas? Everybody's watching this game, which let's be honest, this game's going to be 38-30, and everybody's going to run. I want to bet the under next week in this game, 45.5 Texans. I'm looking to go under this game. We saw this. Green Bay, right? Dallas blows the late. They come in, annihilate Minnesota. I could see this kind of being the same thing, but maybe not a 40 spot at home. Texan will have some pride. You know, it's in Texas, Dallas, Houston. What's the 3-hour ride up the road here? Well, not up the road for me, but I want to say under in this game. 4 o'clock action. Panthers, Seattle. I took Seattle already. I know the Panthers, nice. They got a bye week coming out west. I understand. I like Seattle. I like Geno. I like the offense. Defense is decent enough. And Seattle's kind of, let's be honest, bad game today. Right? They kind of slept walk through that one thinking, oh, nobody's playing. We got to show up today. Give me Seattle. I'll lay the 6 here. I know. Just got to win by a touchdown. Looks easy. I'll take my shot here with Seattle. I'll take it. Tampa and Frisco. This one here. This was a 6 earlier. And I said, you know what? Frisco's coming off a Miami game. I'll take a 6 here, Tampa. Right? Little bye week Tampa. I'll think about, short week Tampa, right? Because they're playing tomorrow night. I'll take the points now because, I kind of like the Saints tomorrow there. I will take Tampa in this, at the point in time, 6, thinking if they win and they look good, this line's going to come down. And San Fran, people be on San Fran because they beat Miami. It's you beat Tua, you're awesome. Now we got possible backup quarterback. The Tampa line has moved from 6 down to 3 on their Monday night, so they look like they'll probably lose outright in this one. I still like Tampa a little bit, but definitely, I don't know, tricky. Under. Now, this line was a 7. I see anywhere from a 7 to a 9.5 on this. Now, you want to grab Chiefs early off a loss, right? I know Denver plays some defense. Today was a 10-9. They scored 20 seconds left. The defense still shows up to play. They're coming out to party man, do something. I'm shocked they haven't strangled Russ and the head coach yet to death, the way that offense is. You should be able to score points by accident in the NFL. I mean, throw the ball downfield. You got a 50-50 shot of a pass interference call and just getting a field goal. You can get 10 field goals a game. I mean, try it. Listen, I'll go KC here, and I'll go under. Because the Broncos score 10 points a game. I don't see KC getting to 30. And if they do, wow, that'll change the Cincy and the Buffalo and Philly, Dallas, whoever you want to talk about as Super Bowl contenders. KC puts a 30-something plus up here against this Denver team. I'll be shocked. Sunday night, Dolphins and the Chargers. Speaking of Tua and the Chargers, we're going to find out. I said this today. We'll find out how good they are. You lose there to San Fran. Now you got the Chargers. You got to split here. Didn't bet Miami. Would kind of lean Miami. How about an over, though, here? Maybe a little over action. I can see some mistakes on both sides, some turnovers, short fields, points on the board. Let's get to the chat here. Bengals win, Browns cover. Possible. It could be a 3-point game, Lane. All the Big Ten teams on 10% Michigan. Well, the Ohio State in their game, just like Michigan. Talk about a look-ahead spot. Come on. Flat. But Michigan beat Ohio State by 20. I don't hear good how Ohio State is. And I liked Ohio State. I thought they were the best team. Them and Georgia. I thought Georgia, depending on their defense was going to be this year, would be up there. I thought the Ohio State offense would be a lot better, honestly. I thought they'd score 50 a game. I thought it'd be very explosive. Titans 3.5 of Jags. QB being hurt should be a blowout. Oh, Trevor Lawrence is hurt, huh? Is he out? I don't see that line moving. It's still 3.5. I'm guessing they're thinking he's playing if it's 3.5. It's not like these other lines that have clearly moved based on guys being in or out. Minnesota. How's Minnesota a pick 'em? From a 3 to a pick 'em. I see some 7s creeping up for Philly already. I see Pittsburgh favored now. Pittsburgh has a 2-point fave. Unbelievable. I see 3.5. I see straight 3.5 for Tennessee. San Fran's now a 3. It said I had 3.5. I see 3s now across the board. I see Miami. I had a 1 here. Now I see 3s. TB going to get killed. And we're going to find out. Niners should be 6.5-point favorites. 6.5-point favorites with a backup quarterback? Who did? What's his name? For the Jaguars? Is this the Jaguars quarterback? Trevor Lawrence is out? Who's the backup? Beathard, right? Well, take that Tennessee. If you got 3.5 out there, go for it. If you got CJ Beathard QB. Michigan, TCU, Georgia, Ohio State. Yes, it is Nevada Maverick. You are correct, my friend. Colts plus 12.5 live. I think it's worth it. There'll probably be a minus one. I think it's going to be a touchdown game. Is that the rest? Well, where are they going? Let them sit. You got 4 wins. What are you doing? If this guy's got a serious leg injury, take him out. Why play him? Sit him. Get a better draft pick. Yeah, Dolphins 1. I'm seeing 3s up here. Crazy. Patriots 143.5 at Arizona. This one's come down. This was a 2er. Now it's 1.5. I don't. I kind of like Arizona, believe it or not. Did I bet it? No. I told you who I got here. I told you who I got in chat. Lawrence came back in, but he's like, it's something to keep an eye on this week. All right. So he's a little banged up. Again, that game to me, I like Tennessee either way there. But am I running a bet Tennessee? I said I got a few games already bet. That's on one of them. Didn't really jump out to me. I think I have a couple bowl games already. I got to send a message out here. I told guys if you're on my packages, you should know got some bowl games up already. Waiting for everything to come up. Bowl action. Man, time flies, huh? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, Tennessee, take it now. If he goes out, not only that, if you forget about him being ruled out this week, if he takes a bad hit, or forget taking a hit, you're running, you tweak your knee, your ankle, aggravates it. You know. ECU Coastal, that is your Birmingham Bowl, Mr. Earl. And where is my Birmingham Bowl? I wrote. I got all my games written down. ECU 6.5 and a 61.5. Although FanDuel had a 59.5. Shop around for lines. Memphis 12, and then FanDuel had it at 10, a 62 total. FanDuel 65.5. If you don't have multiple books to get action down on, folks, at one, what are you doing? That's just bad now. I mean, I don't. Even if you're to stay without gambling, you should have at least a couple offshores you could choose from. Randy saying Texas, UT in their bowl. Where's the Texas? Texas. But I gotta get rid of this. These are my games from this weekend. 4-2 college football on Saturday. Bowl games. Where is Texas? 4.5 over Washington. The Valero Alamo Bowl, Randy. I kind of like an over first glance at this 65. I might look at an over in this game. Might look at an over. I'm waiting for a better line on K-State against Alabama. There's a 6 and there's a 5 out there, but I'm waiting to see if I can get a 6 or 6.5 here. I don't want 5. FanDuel, if you like Bama, FanDuel has a 4 right now. Utah in the bowl. Oh, all right, Okay, yeah, Utah they were -1 over Penn State. I saw. I was hoping to get a pick 'em on that. I do like Utah though. We'll talk more bowls, Randy, during the week and stuff. All right. One bowl game jumps at me. One Clemson, Tennessee, especially if freshman play for Clemson. I also want Casey. Hoping for a 7. Well, good luck with that because FanDuel has it at 4.5 right now, Alabama. And I got a 5 right now. I'm not pulling the trigger on a 5. I want a little more. Now it's up to 5.5. It was a 5. Now it's 5.5. Utah again. I want to bet Utah. I'm seeing where this is going. I see a 1.5 right now at Will Hill. I see pick'ems. I'm waiting for a pick'em to come up at some other spots. The Georgia line looks a little light. I guess people are going to bet on Georgia because of what you saw a 50 spot. And you could say it was a bad quarter for Ohio State, or is that who Ohio State is? I mean, that's the one good team they played. Clemson, Tennessee is a 4.5 right now. Clemson 4.5 point favorite. So you got to see what that Clemson line is. Where's that Clemson? Capital One Orange Bowl. So we'll see if that moves. Again, that was a 5 earlier. Now it's a 4.5. So let's see if it comes down to a 4 here. We only got a couple college basketball games tomorrow. I don't really love NBA all that much anyway, so I'm sure we'll talk bowls tomorrow and midday money. Listen, picks and parlays, bookie blasters, max wagers. I throw it out here a lot, but come to Win a Free Pick 7 days a week, midday money show. Talk about a lot of stuff. DJ Ukulele. Yeah. He's terrible. All right. I'm out of here. I didn't even get a second half line, but I was going to bet anyway. I'm pulling for the under. No more scoring. End it. Run the ball. 3 and out. Get some punts. Yes, Jets. Get that 10. I saw 9.5. You want a 10? I like the Jets. AJ, I know you got Diggs in there. I still like the Jets in the 10 points. But that's it. Appreciate everybody popping in. Good to see everybody. Ring the bell so you know. Win a Free Picks channel. every day. T-Money, I've been working midday. I'll drop in a nice dog or two for college ball. Yeah, there's only a couple college games tomorrow. I mean, we have, what, 5, 6 games? Not many. We got a 7-pack tomorrow, I believe. And I'm not loving anything. Green Bay and IUPU Stinkies playing. I mean, one team's winless, one team's got 1 win. Not interested. Gonzaga, maybe I'll take Kent State if I'm getting 16 points. You know, I get 16, 17, maybe take a shot with Kent. San Diego, 15 and a half. Not loving that. Not a big Troy basketball guy. Portland, I thought about North Dakota State. Portland, no. Maybe an over, but at 150 is high, 155. UMass, so I want to like 17 with UMass. 15, no thank you. 13 with Lowell, no thank you. How about Charleston Southern? Maybe a dog play. That'll be my dog play tomorrow, Charleston Southern. Live under. I like the under. I got the under for the game as it is at 44 and a half, Jason, so I'm going to stick with the under. I didn't see. Weren't many games. What's this one? Ken will cover that their offense is real. They'll cover that 15. What is it? 15 versus Gonzaga. All right. Well, tomorrow we'll see everybody midday money, noon Eastern. Head on over. Get over there. Win the free picks channel. Take it easy, everybody. Good night. Bye-bye.